Hello everyone, my name is Furkan Zengin. Today I'm gonna present about citizenship, migration, and the reassertion of national identity. The question of whether and how citizenship has changed in response to the multiplicity of governmental structures and rising mobility in the global age has been discussed. In the context of the European nation states recalling, discussions have been held on the emergence of transnational and cosmopolitan citizenship, as well as the impact of various scales on citizenship claims and identities. European states now impose obligations on migrants, emphasizing belonging. However, the international discourse on migrant rights lacks effective implementation. The absence of globally agreed upon rights hinders claims for human rights. Governance regimes for migrants have not matched the pace of globalization. The UN Global Commission for International Migration suggests regional frameworks like the EU or bilateral agreements are more feasible for securing migrant rights. Postnationalism, while existing alongside the nation state, doesn't necessarily replace it in a linear fashion. However, the current context differs significantly from the early 1990s when these theories were first proposed. Particularly, events like September 11, 2001, and subsequent terrorist attacks have led to resurgence of the state's role in safeguarding national identity and social cohesion. To achieve this, states are emphasizing their ability to control and manage migrations and diversity, signaling a shift away from post-national ideals. States aim to maximize benefits of economic globalization by selecting migrants based on their utility to the economy. They apply economic and political reasoning uniformly to all forms of migration, including family migration, asylum, and refugees. This approach has led to the creation of a complex system of civic stratification where different categories of migrants and asylum seekers have varying rights regarding entry, residence, and access the to citizenship. The 1990s saw a shift towards a contractual citizenship model, as seen in the Netherlands' adoption of civic integration requirements. Multiculturalism faced criticism, with calls for diversity to be transcended through national citizenship. Critics argue diversity undermines the welfare state. Recent events intensified pressure for conformity, particularly from Muslim population, and civic, civic integration emerged in the late 1990s, highlighting the link between managed migration and national attachment. Managed migration policies initially aimed to strike a balance between strict and lenient approach to labor migration. However, nevertheless, in the early 1990s, legal labor migration remained limited while irregular migration increased, especially in southern Europe. Geopolitical conflicts led to a surge in asylum seekers, catching states off guard. Initially, states responded by tightening deterrence measures like restricting asylum seekers' benefits in the UK and work rights in France. Temporary migrant status limits rights and may require assimilation and acceptance of the host culture. It can hinder access to citizenship due to residency requirements, making migrants dependent on host country hospitality. While often likened to a home, temporary migrant status resembles more of a boarding house. This will be further explored when discussing tolerance thresholds. Germany and the UK adopt strategies from traditional immigration societies, with Australia setting migration targets. The Council of Europe emphasizes human rights in a comprehensive migration approach. The EU rejects zero migration and prioritizes border controls over extending rights. Increasing immigration levels prompt a closer link between immigration and integration. Both manage to meet economic needs and preserve social cohesion. Policies favor highly skilled migrants restricting access to citizenship. Thank you for the listening.